我的名字叫于华洛 ，Michael 于，我是一个软件工程师，我生活和工作在美国的加利福尼亚州厄尔湾。这次我有幸带领天使信基金这个小组来参加这次甘肃的访问。
我是张小红，是一名医务工作者，来自于江西省永修县人民医院。
So my name is Emily Chen. I'm 17 years old. From Irvine, California. I go to Irvine High School.
我的名字叫金吉增住在 Michigan， 在美国工作。
My name is Kim Louie, and I am a student at Novi High School. I live in Novi, Michigan.
我的名字叫郑航凯，这次今年19岁，我是来自上海的志愿者，然后是第一次到兰州来。
Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm an Angel Heart volunteer. I just graduated from college, and I want to pursue a career in medicine.
首先呢，从第一天我们是去医院进行探访了两个儿童，这2个儿童呢将要在第2天进行那个手术，其中2张病床并排了2张病床，是那个2个孩子，一个1岁，一个6岁，就是1岁是那个肖文博，6岁是那个朱雅璇。这2个孩子是天使心资助的2个孩子，大家都很关心他，围上去。
他们对那些小朋友是那么真诚，对他们那么关爱，为他们送出礼物、合影、拍照，对病儿的父母进行交流交谈。
其中一个儿童呢，他只有1岁，他的体重只有7公斤，是非常轻的，因为他由于严重的这个先天性心脏病，他的这个发育受到了严重的阻碍，所以他的体重非常轻。那他呢，必须要做这个手术，因为因为他的这个成长发育已经非常迟缓了，要迫在眉睫来做这个手术。那另外一个儿童呢，他是6岁呢，他的那个症状呢轻一点，但是呢，也是因为我们就一起来做这个手术。因为这个手术很复杂，我可以看到他们，特别是那个母亲，非常非常担心。她表面上看起来好像也很安静，也坐到那里了，但是我可以感觉到她是非常非常担心的。那我也是尽最大的可能，跟这孩子的父亲跟母亲，跟特别是他2个那个爷爷，进行就是聊天了，相当于问问家里头的庄稼的收成啊等等。虽然我从来没有在农村居住过，我只是尽最大的可能就是来讲一些事情，来缓解他的紧张性。但实际上我心里也是很紧张的，我是完全没有底的，因为这个孩子情况非常特殊，他的体质非常非常的弱。
We volunteers were lucky enough to get the opportunity to actually enter the surgery room and watch the operation procedures.
Watching the surgery, it was something really amazing and unexpected. It's not every day that you get to witness a team of doctors performing heart surgery on a little infant.
Xiao Wenbo's surgery, he was the young 1-year-old boy who had some complications with surgery due to his young age and how light he was and how serious his heart disease was. So we were all very concerned about him. I was lucky enough to be the first person to go in, and I stayed in the operating room for about an hour watching the preparations. Inside my operating room, there were about 10 people. 3 of them were the doctors who performed the actual surgery, and the rest were like assistants, nurses, anesthesiologists, and such. The atmosphere inside the operating room was entirely different from what you'd expect after watching like ER or Grey's Anatomy or shows like that.
It wasn't tense or worried. It was actually very calm and relaxed. The doctors knew what they were doing, and they performed all their motions as if they'd been doing this all their life, which they probably have.
The first thing I saw when I entered the room was Sharon Ma's little head clawed in this blue plastic hairnet, and his face, he was, knocked out, but he looked so calm and serene, just like he was sleeping. And it was very different from the lively little boy that I saw the day before when he was in his mother's arms. During the surgery, I had an excellent vantage point.
Sharon Ma, he was on the operating bed, and then I was on a stool just above him watching it, so I was like about this close.
So I could see everything that was going on. I could see inside what the surgeons were doing. They even occasionally addressed me and talked to me about stuff that was going on. Inside his open chest, you could see his heart. His tiny heart was about the size of a large walnut, I'd say, and it was beating really fiercely at like 170 beats per minute.
I kept looking back to the monitor, and it was usually around somewhere like 150 beats per minute, but at the highest it was around 170, and I just kept getting really anxious and worried that this was too high, but the doctors and nurses were all fine. After the surgery, I went outside, and then I was talking with the parents. I was just giving them updates on the surgery.
They were extremely nervous because he'd been in there for about like 3 hours, and they had no news of what was going on inside there. So they were like starving for any bit of information I could give them. And I tried to reassure his mother and his family members that everything was okay.
I saw them sewing together the heart again, and then pulling out some of the tubes that they had put in. And then it seemed to alleviate some of the stress that the parents had.
I told them not to worry, that the doctors were very skilled and they knew what was happening and that everything would be okay. It was really great seeing how relieved the mother looked after I told her this. She was smiling, and she was still really worried, but knowing that everything was going smoothly so far really helped. And it made me feel more at ease as well. During the second operation, Zhu Yaxuan's operation, her father was extremely nervous. He spent most of the time sitting in the corner of the waiting room, like just crying in fear and worry. And his fear was so genuine, and his face, like his expression was so heartbroken that I almost started to cry too, because I could understand how his strength of his parents' love for his child, because she was his only child and she meant the world to him, and he couldn't stand the possibility of losing her or having her hurt. Even after the surgery was over, he was still very shaken, not at ease. Really made me understand how powerful parental love can be for their child.
So today we went to the countryside for family visits. We visited a total of 3 families.
首先我的感觉是，他们的家庭非常贫穷，因为，首先因为兰州这个地方的气候比较干燥，他们的就是农民，他们都是纯粹看天气来决定他一年的收成。而这些 农民家庭，他们家住的房子都是那种土坯房，他们的家庭情况不好，而且因为干燥的缘故，他们的饮用水都是用雨水引流。
They basically drink water from a hole that they keep water in, and they collect water when it rains in tarps, and they dump it into that hole to preserve the water. Our first family that we visited today was Xue Yijing. She has a very interesting story. She's a 2.5-year-old girl, an orphan girl, and her dad died from a car accident, and her mom didn't want her, so she left her at the hospital in her grandparents' care after she gave birth to the girl. So when we got there, the little girl seemed very happy, and she was playing with her cousins, and she seemed like she was having a lot of fun, but she didn't really have much energy because she had the heart condition. So when we got there, her grandparents had prepared like 3 basketfuls of corn for us to eat, and they were very generous with their food even though they don't have much to eat. Everyone seemed very happy despite her conditions. The next girl we visited, her name was Susunxia. She's 13 now, and she received the surgery from Angel Heart about a year ago. And her mom was deaf, and her dad worked at a gas station in the city, so she had no interaction with human beings basically. So she didn't talk with anybody for most of her life, and this girl was very shy. And in the beginning, when we first got there, she went and hid from us. But as time progressed, Susunxia, she got more open, and we were playing with her and her little sister, and she was very happy. She's always smiling even though she doesn't say anything. You could see that although they didn't have that much, they were very content, and the parents and the child were both very happy with their situation, and they didn't ask for much, and they were also very thankful for whatever they had. The third visit we had was with Chen Xiao, a 9-year-old girl who also received surgery from Angel Heart. And she was at home with her dad and her grandparents, who are not her genetic grandparents, but they all seemed to love her very much, and she was a very happy child. She was very warm, and she was very welcoming to us, and we gave her some school supplies, and she was very thankful to us. And again, she showed, like the other children, that even though they don't have that much, they were very happy inside, and they had a happiness that you rarely see in the world.
完成了今天的这一系列的探访以后，我坐在车上，然后看着那些山啊、蓝天白云，还有梯田，我觉得，得到了一种心灵上的满足感吧。觉得，这一次的这一个天使星的活动，它对我们双方的帮助其实是相互的。既是我们帮助了那些孩子，而那些孩子也让我们体会到了一种，在城市中体会不到的一种感觉。
Well, to me, the whole angel heart experience is about exposure to a whole different kind of world. It's something that you really have to see to understand. I would come back every year if I could. It's just that there's so many more stories to tell, so many more children that need to be helped.
把这些人送到这个天使心的这个活动里头，你让这些经历过这些有亲身体会的人，你就会觉得，你如果能帮助的话，你就会去想帮助；如果你不是亲身体验的话，你就不会有这么多的想法。
Angel Heart, I learned, is not your typical charity where you donate money and then you don't see where the money goes. Angel Heart is more of a journey, and you go through the journey with the children every step of the way, from before surgery to during surgery to after surgery. And each step of the journey, you become closer and closer with the families until you all become a big Angel Heart family.
我在想一个问题，我在想说，到底是什么让我们大家能够去到哪里去？我想来想去说，那就是爱心嘛，对不对？是爱心驱使我们来去哪里去。
We've never met any of these kids before, we've never met their families, but we're here at such a crucial time in their lives, and we're here to support them, we're here to help them. I believe that they love us and we love them too.
那我想这个实际上就是天使基金的最重要的目的。我们来不是为了说只是把钱给他们，资助他们做完手术，这个手术做完了，好了，我们就两不相干了，你可以走，你可以回家了，我也可以回美国了，不是这样的。我们最重要的目的是为了传递这份爱，把这份爱心让他们能够感受到这份爱心，对吧？那这份爱心可能是通过钱、通过手术、通过这个孩子来传递的，但是我们想让更多的人来领受这份爱，这是最关键的目的。